Mzansi Rydaz.
Welcome back to Mzansi Rydaz, guys. It is episode 3. We are hosted by the famous Bikeshop Boksburg at 81 Rietfontein Road in Boksburg. What's happening this week in the show? Andile went along to the relaunch of TVS at Linex Lynnwood and the relaunch of the shop. I went along to the relaunch of TVS Motorcycles South Africa with their new partner in South Africa, the Nexus Collective, which is a Bidvest Company. And Anton was traveling far and wide again, going along to all the events and the day jolts and the rallies. He went along to the Widow Sun Ride. He went along to the Big Booze Rally, as well as the Ride for a Child. So, yeah, it's going to be a really good episode this week. But right now, Andile is going to introduce us to the young Lindiwe, who is a sales lady here at Bikeshop Boksburg. And she has got a very cool story to tell us about her rise up through the ranks.
Sean, there's a special lady that I'm introducing to the show. Her name is Lindiwe. Lindiwe, you can just introduce yourself to our viewers and tell us more about your story and where you come from and how many years have you been here.
Igama lami nguLindiwe Themba. Igama lami nguLindiwe Themba. Ngiqala ukusebenza la eBikeshop Boksburg ngo-2011 nge-13 zikaMeyi. So ngina 15 years ngisebenza la ekhaya.
Is it?
Ngaqala ukusebenza eWash Bay. Washa amabhayiki. By that time amabhayiki sasostocka overseas. Germany afika ngcolile. Washe ngestilulu, washe ngama-chemicals, izandla zami zazihlezi zinemkenke. By that time. So I'm sure ngisebenze Wash Bay for 2 years. And then after 2 years, bang promoter to a tea lady. Ngenza i-coffee for yama-customer, ngenza i-filing. Senza ama-file, hlanganisa ama-documents wama-customer nayo yonke lonto le. And then from a cleaning, then promoter to a reception. Answer ama-calls angena, ama-customer phone ama-bike, nayo yonke lonto le. And then sengiposta-ke manje naku-Facebook, ama-bike esinawo, ngishutha ngihleli kuma-bike, nani. So I remember customer lami lokuqala ngisakhumbula ukuthi kwamuphi unyaka. I-customer lami lokuqala la ngisendela i-message ku-Facebook. Ngathi ngiyabona uposta ama-bike ku-Facebook, usebenza e-Bikeshop. Ngathi ngisebenza e-Bikeshop Boksburg. Ngiphi inamba yakho? Ngumnikeza weza vele from first day ngalo langa lelo. Weza wayithenga i-bike Boulevard. I-1800. And ngaleso sikhathi leso ngangazi ukuthi Boulevard 1800 ngangizibonela nje kubhalwe Suzuki. Ukuthi nje kimi konke nje kuyafana ziduma into eyi-one. So ilo bike leyo ke wayithenga, then wangilethela more customers baloko bezake. Njalo mase bafika ke bafuna uLindiwe.
And then then you started selling.
Yes, I started selling. But by that time ngangekho full time ku-sales. Ngangu-reception, then part-time ku-sales.
And then you grow into
ngiyakhula ngaleso sikhathi.
And then which one is your favorite bike?
Favorite bike njengoba ngisho ukuthi my first customer wathenga i-Suzuki Boulevard. This is Suzuki Boulevard 1800.
And then to someone who has never rode a bike, what would you say?
If umuntu othanda let's say cruise bike, so sometimes they ngibareferela kuyo Suzuki Boulevard because it's easy to maintain. Ama-parts njengoba siyi-Suzuki dealership, ama-parts siyakhona ukuthi sisheshe siwathole. Ne-service ikhona la ekhaya. And into engiyithanda nge-Boulevard, uyimodifya the way ufuna ngakhona.
Is it?
Uyimodifya the way ufuna ngakhona. Njengoba ubona le ine-seat cowl, le cover le uyakhona ukuyikhipha. Ufake i-seat if uhamba na someone. And then uphinde ufake i-CC bar ukuthi i-passenger lakho nomuntu omphilonile akhona ukuthi a-relaxe kahle.
Abe more comfortable.
Abe more comfortable.
Or like for even older generations.
Yes. And then nama-pipes uyakhona ukuthi uyimodify ibe na that loud sound.
Okay.
Yeah, especially kuyo vele i-boulevard bathanda ukuthi ibe na that sound le powerful. Uzwakale noma ungena endaweni ukuthi sekafikile-ke manje Andile. Yeah, into engiyithandayo-ke ngayo. Bese babuye bayishintshe nama-indicators. Iza inalama-indicator la amakhulu. Yeah, bayawashintsha bafake lawa amancane. Yes.
Yeah, and the tailpiece.
Yeah. Bayifake i-screen izingana-screen bese uyayifaka i-screen leso esikhulu or esincane kuphuma ukuthi ufaka siphi i-screen. Yeah. So njengale vele isiphelele.
Yeah, I also love this bike.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful
into
bike.
engiyithandayo ngayo i-Suzuki Boulevard and ayisheshi nokuphuka futhi.
Yeah, it's very strong.
Yeah,
I've
it's
heard
very
they
strong.
rev it until the pipe is ready.
Yes. Yeah.
Just say I walk in and then I'm more interested in this bike. Can you tell me more about the finance part? And
Okay, go finance in 2008. I see finance in 2008.
Okay.
Uzoba i-cash deal. I-cash deal yayo it's 129,900. Bese kuba ne-excluded admin fee and license and reg. Admin fee yethu is 3,350 and then license and reg is 2,999.
Okay.
And then if ufuna uku-add 2 years warranty yethu it's 9,950. If ufuna uku-add i-service yethu is 3,999.
Okay.
Yeah. And then bese ufuna uku-add kuma-tracker, kuma-alarm. Lezo zinto lezo zonke engizibalile from ku-license and reg zi-optional.
Okay.
Yeah. Uma ungafuni ukuzithatha it's okay. But i-3,350 ye-admin fee siyenza i-PDI and i-roadway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lindiwe, it was nice chatting to you.
Yeah.
All the best. Going forward. The story is very interesting. You come a long way.
Yeah, I've come a long way. Abantu amantombazana amaningi athanda soft life akhuphuke nje phezulu. So mina mangixoxela abantu ngestory sami la ngiqale khona from phansi 2011 I'm sure ngangihola imali encane by that time. Kodwa ngabekezela because ngifuna ukondla abantwana. Exactly. Yayibona.
So you've built, in actual fact, you've built your profile in biking.
Yeah. So ngiyaziwa ngidumile nje kakhulu.
Ngiyabonga kakhulu sisi for today. And then ngizobuyela emadodeni.
Okay, please.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Andile, what an inspirational story. Lindiwe wasn't too proud to take an entry-level job, and she worked her butt off, and she got promoted through the ranks just by hard work, consistent hard work, and more hard work, and just really doing a great job. What an inspirational story. But Anton, tell me something. Wat het jy gemaak in die laaste party?
Man, first of all, we went to the Widow's Son Day Drill in Virginia.
Yeah.
After that, we had the Big Booze Rally. And I also did an interview with Doc Andre from Ride for a Child.
Lekker. We're going to roll that clip now.
We're going to roll the clip now.
Cool.
Ons gesels volgens met Doc Andre vir Ride for a Child. Môre Doc, gaan dit goed?
Baie goed, dankie. Fantastiese dag, né? Lekker cool hierso.
Lekker cool, beste weer vir foto's.
Ja.
Beste weer vir foto's. So Doc, ek wil jou vra nou, die Ride for a Child, is dit jou, wat 'n motorfiets gebruik jy? En hoeveel Ride for a Child het jy met hom gedoen?
Right, ek persoonlik ry nou al 40 jaar Harley Davidson, so hierdie is Harley Davidson, hier is nommer 15 en 16 staan in my garage. So hierdie is die Road King, wat ek ry. En hierdie tande wat jy by die kan staan het hulle 112.000 kilometers op. So sy is nou net ingeloop. Ja. En ek kan nou seker maar die eerste keer daai olie bietjie
in 'n diens kry.
Ja, en dan natuurlik hierdie jaar is ons 7de Ride for a Child.
En jy het al 7 jaar met hierdie selfe motorfiets gedoen.
Selfe motorfiets, ongelukkig geselle ou wat hier voor jou sit en dan natuurlik Olaf ons mascot so geselle. Jy kan sien sy tong is wel 'n bietjie grys van die pollution.
So bietjie 'n anderste vraagie, watse persoonlike challenges het jy op so 'n Ride for a Child?
Was 'n hele paar van hulle. So 'n kombinasie van challenges wat jy het. Behalwe die feit jy weg is van die huis af en jy en so voort. 'n Ou werk, kyk nog ons ry vir Caleb en dan sien jy nou die buckebuddy gaan nie op nie.
Yes.
En jy ry en jy ry en jy ry en jy praat en jy praat en jy praat en die buckebuddy gaan nie
Niks
op nie.
gebeur nie.
Ja, niks gebeur nie. Dan word 'n mens bietjie mismoedig en dink jy, mag, wat doen ek fout?
Ja.
Wat moet ons anders doen? En dan spring hy.
Yes.
En so voort. So dis vir my nog 'n challenge. En kyk, Caleb moet 'n operasie kry. Daar's nie 'n keuse nie. Hy het nie 'n keuse nie. Dis nie 'n luxury vir hom nie. Dit is 'n absolute lewensnoodsaaklikheid vir hom. En vir my is dit, ja, as die buckebuddy nie vinnig genoeg spring nie, dan begin ek wonder.
So sê gou vir ons, wat is die teiken vir die buckebuddy?
R800,000.
Minimum.
Ja, minimum. Kyk, die kostes is baie hoog. Hy word geopereer, of hy gaan geopereer word in Groot Constantia in die Kaap. As 'n uitstekende pediatriese neurochirurg daar wat hom gaan doen. En dan natuurlik is nie net die operasie nie, die mamma en pappa om toe gaan. Wat vir my as 'n persoon baie belangrik is. Baie mense vergeet altyd van die pa.
Ja.
En as jy die pa uitsluit, so eenkie na die tyd dan jy huweliksprobleme. Dit is ongelukkig maar soos die wêreld werk. So, ons probeer altyd dat die pa absoluut ingesluit is, dat hy deel is van die besluitneming, dat hy deel is van die span. So ons gaan kyk of dit kan werk, dat hy elke Vrydag afvlieg Kaap toe. Kyk, hy werk in Nelspruit en dan Sondag weer terugvlieg. Dat hy tyd spandeer met sy seentjie. Want bonding is baie belangrik. Jy weet, so klein.
Want dit is tog 'n familie.
Is 'n familie, ja. Ek moet vir jou sê, Caleb is baie bevoorreg in die sin, hy het fantastiese ouers. Kyk, mens kan nie, jy kan vir hom geld bymekaar maak, jy kan baie goed vir hom doen, maar jy kan nie sy ouers vir hom lief maak. Dit kan ons nie doen nie. En sy ouers is awesomely lief vir hom. So hy het 'n baie goeie kans, want kyk, kinders het net twee goed nodig. Bietjie liefde wat hy baie kry en 'n kans. En die mense wat hier vandag het gesit is bereid om hom 'n kans te gee.
Amen. So, hoe berei jy voor mentally voor so 'n rit? Want dis nie net klim in 'n boom of klim op jou fiets en ry gou werk toe nie. Dis 'n lang tyd op die pad, verduidelik vir ons.
21 dae, baie lank, baie kilometers, reën. Kyk, ek is natuurlik 'n reënmagneet. As 'n boer na ons luister nie, het 'n bietjie van 'n droogte. Man, as ek net oor die grond ry, dan spoel ons weg. So, die reën en goed, maar wat ek doen is ek maak seker ek weet waarvoor ek ry.
Ja.
As jy weet waarvoor jy ry en dit is 'n doel wat by jou aanklank vind, dan ry jy mens maklik. Regtig waar. Dan is nie 'n probleem, maar as jy net doelloos ry, dan gaan jy dit nie maak nie. Dit is ver, dit is baie onkoste, dit is baie moeite. Jy weet, dit is nogal uitputtend om so iets te doen. So as 'n mens weet, byvoorbeeld vir Caleb, as 'n mens weet waarvoor jy ry. Ek het 'n Saterdag die ouetjie ontmoet. Man, hy is fantasties. So daar's by my geen probleem van twyfel hoekom ek hierdie rit doen.
Great. Dok André, sterkte vorentoe. Baie dankie. Dankie vir jou groot hart. Dankie bereid is om kindertjies te help en sterkte vir die pad vorentoe.
Baie dankie. Dankie vir julle ondersteuning. Ek wil net vir die mense daar buite kan sê, mense, sonder julle ondersteuning is ons net 'n webtuiste. Eerlikwaar. Ons kan niemand help en so die mense daar buitekant wat ons ondersteun. Julle is eintlik die ouers wat die werk doen en julle is eintlik die heroes in hierdie verhaal. So al julle luisteraars daar buitekant, baie dankie.
Andile, but you also attended a event. Tell us about it.
Yeah, I was quite busy. I went to Aitume mission.
Where was that?
Reinfontein.
Reinfontein.
Yeah, in
Sure.
Reinfontein. It was
Okay.
a superb event.
What was that all about?
It was just a day job.
A day job.
Yeah.
Who hosted it?
I met few of our friends there.
Is it?
Yellow was also there.
Okay.
Great.
So who hosted the Adumi machine?
The name of the team that was holding that
Yeah.
was hosting the event
Yeah.
is Aitume mission.
Is it Adumi machine?
Yeah.
Okay, lekker.
And you took some visuals for us.
Yeah, you can look at them.
Can we look at them now? Okay.
You and I went along to similar launches on the same day for the same brand, actually. So you went along to Linex Lynnwood for the launch of the relaunch of the shop and the relaunch of
The TVS.
The TVS brand. And then I went along to the actual launch with the Nexus Collective, which is a Bidvest company that falls under the same umbrella as Tuning Fork SA, which is Yamaha SA. So they've got a hell of a strong presence in the country already. And for TVS as a motorcycle brand, it is a good thing for them to come in. They've been in with one or two other importers which haven't done too much with them, but now they are going flat out. You've got to see what we actually got up to, and the thing what they did there. It was a 2-day event for us. We first went to the big building there on the M1 on Thursday, and then on Friday we went through to Avianto and Mulder's Drift, Cradle of Humankind, and we did a huge ride there. Had lots of riding, lots of photographs and things like that. But yeah, you can see what's happening out here now. The breaking of coconuts is a tradition signifying prosperity and good business going forward in all relationships in India, and a significant gesture from the guys from TVS Motorcycles worldwide. We then went into the theatre where we were hosted by Miss Barbara Kamalo, the brand ambassador for all of the Bidvest Company brands and the motorcycle brands and lifestyle brands, who introduced everybody, including Mr. Robin van Rensburg, who is the Managing Director of Tuning Fork as well as Nexus Collective, who are the importer distributors for TVS Motorcycles South Africa. Next up, she brought onto stage Mr. Rahul Nayak, who is the Senior Vice President for TVS Motorcycles worldwide, and he gave us a bit of insight into the company. He was followed then a bit later by a Mr. Pradeep Chaurasia, who is the Senior Vice President for Africa for TVS Motorcycles. And he just gave us a little bit of insight into what they want to do in Africa. They are the #1 selling brand in Africa, except in South Africa, for the last 20 years, and they want to change that. Then came on Mr. Arun Sharma, the Marketing Director, and he just gave us an idea of the products that are going to be brought in. And we then gathered in the foyer for the great unveiling and a closer look at the various models that are being released in South Africa. There are only 7 models to start with. As I mentioned, to start with, they are going to be looking at bringing a whole lot more models into South Africa as the market grows, as they start getting market penetration and etc. And here we just have a quick look at the motorcycles in the static form before we head out the following day to the Cradle of Humankind in Mulder's Drift to Avianto for the ride and etc. But just having a look at them in the foyer here, they really are something to behold. You can see the quality, the build, everything is just, it's not a budget motorcycle. TVS does not build these motorcycles to a budget, but rather to an exacting standard of quality and purpose, which we put to the test the very next day when we took these bikes out to Avianto for a proper ride and a good proper feel. After a quick boardroom session where we had to sign indemnities and the usual sort of admin that goes with it, we got to see the bikes out in the sunlight for the first time, and we were very impressed. They had a lot of bikes out there. There was a lot of media. They really went to town as far as the media event was concerned. It was just every single bike was available. We all got to have a proper look at them, and then we headed out on the ride. It is the proof of the pudding. Riding these bikes is the proof of the pudding. We were all eager to get onto them and just get out there and have a good old burn around the Cradle of Humankind, which is a really nice place to ride. But still, we had to wait around a little bit as all the photo ops gets taken, and obviously there's a lot of media stuff that happens here. So yeah, we just all getting lined up, getting ready to go. And then it was the time for the flags to come out. And TVS does this properly. They want the guys to have a proper event, and they want to have a proper send-off. You've got Mr. van Rensburg and Mr. Nayuk sending the guys off there. And away they go for our first proper ride. And in typical South African motorcycle media fashion, once we were out on the road, the gloves were off. All the journos gave the bikes a proper push. We wanted to test these bikes to see if they are as good as we've been led to believe. We pulled in for our first stop of many. Every 5 kilometers we had a stop and a motorcycle changeover so that we could all get to ride the various motorcycles and get a proper feel of them. It was so well planned. the Nexus Collective really put in a proper effort with TVS Motorcycles to make sure that we got a proper experience, to feel these bikes properly and get a proper ride on them. With each stop and each changeover, there was a quick debrief and a bit of a refreshment break if we wanted, and then we could go around and choose the bikes that we wanted to get going again. There I come rolling in on a little Raider 125, the first bike I rode, and it was a great bike to motorcycle along the cradle in. And we're going through the corners and hitting the bumps. The suspension on these bikes is surprisingly good. I eventually changed onto the N-Torque 125 scooter, and everybody goes, oh, scooters are slow. I managed to get a whole 97 kilometers an hour out of it with my big body on it. And then we hit into some more corners, and riding in a pack on a little bikes like this, it was absolute fun. As my one colleague said, it was not about chest beating liter bikes and egos. This was about actual riding fun, just enjoying where you are and enjoying the motorcycles, and actually getting a proper feel of the motorcycles. There's Mr. Bill Hunter from Billy's Bikes, being Bill, and telling me how much he's enjoying that bike. There was another quick stop, and we set off again with the different bikes this time. Another quick stop for another change of bikes, and we getting something that they hadn't ridden before. We all made sure that we got to ride each bike, and every once in a while there was a little bit of a dice on there, and some guys just riding along enjoying the bikes. Everybody smiling and waving and just really having a good time. These bikes may be small, but they've got a lot of soul and a lot of heart. They're just really well put together. They feel solid. Another stop quickly, another change of bikes, another quick discussion, a quick change of notes, while the other guys, the slower guys, catch up. And then the races were back on, and the waves were up again. Everybody, I think the all-pervading thought taking from this is they are fun bikes. They are quality bikes. They are going to be well received in the South African market. They have been in the South African market for a while. They're not new to the South African market. However, the previous importers did not have the backing that Bidvest does to service this industry properly. Now, with Bidvest being the parent company and Tuning Fork Yamaha South Africa, the sister company to Nexus Collective, they have a strong dealer network, a strong support base for the brand. So the brand is going to be well represented and well supported in this country. So there is no reason to doubt the brand from a support point of view and a dealership point of view. There are going to be spares available. There are workshops. And a cool thing that TVS has come up with is they are catering to the DIY market. So we all know that very few bikes in this category actually go back to dealerships for the services to keep their warranty in place. And TVS and the Nexus Collective have understood this. So what they are doing, which is quite a revolutionary idea in my opinion, is if you buy your service kit, your OEM service kit from the Nexus Collective dealership network, and you service it yourself or have your own mechanic service it, you will still keep your warranty in place. That is such a revolutionary idea and such a good idea. Once we got back to Avianto in Milders Drift, the team from TVS South Africa and TVS Motorcycles International were very keen to chat to every single journalist. We've got Bill and Bjorn there from Billy's Bikes and ZA Bikers busy swapping notes. We got the guys from TVS Motorcycles. They were really keen to get our feedback, and they wanted honest feedback, and they wanted direct feedback, no holds bar feedback, asking what were the bikes like, how did we experience them, what didn't we like, what did we like. Just really interested in our opinion. South Africa is a very important market for them. As I said earlier in this video, they have been the top selling brand in the rest of Africa for the last 20 years, and they have had quite a hard time getting into South Africa. Now that they've got a proper importer distributor with proper network and proper financial backing and just proper infrastructure, they are going full out. These 7 models are the first models to hit the country. We are going to be seeing a lot more from TVS Motorcycles and the Nexus Collective, and you're going to be seeing a lot more on this channel and various other channels in the motorcycle media about TVS Motorcycles. They are planning on bringing in bigger bikes, adventure bikes, and going the whole hog. They have a whole lot of stuff planned that is going to be really, really cool, really revolutionary ideas. Some of the guys took the opportunity to get out and go ride again. A lot of guys wanted to get into this particular bike, the 310RR, the Apache 310RR. It is such a well kitted out bike and such a well spec bike with all the bells and whistles. It's a proper little super bike, and it is really going to make waves in the market. Absolute value for money and a good little bike that you can actually be proud of. It is such an aspirational machine. And the rest of the bikes are as well, in my opinion. Keep a watch out for TVS Motorcycles at your local dealership. They are going to make waves in the South African market. And then Andile, tell me a little bit about the Linex one. How was that for you?
That was very interesting. I didn't know much about TVS, but I got to be introduced to TVS and Linex, the whole dealership.
You got to chat with Mr. Ben Robertson, the GM of Linex.
Yes. It was a great experience.
He runs both branches. So he runs the Western branch, the Lynnwood branch, and he runs the Sandton branch as well. So yeah, you had quite a good chat with him there as well.
Yeah, I got to learn a lot from a giant.
Yeah, no, that's it. And that Apache 310RR, pretty little motorbike. Eh?
I love that bike.
I
fell for it. Yeah, it has a lot of features that are very conveniently that are high on the market.
Yeah. Cool. Well, let's watch that clip.
How's it, guys? It's Andile from Mzansi Rydaz. We're at Linex Lynnwood, and this is TVS launch today. And then let's go inside and hear from the general manager. Hi there, how are you?
Hey, good news.
Can you take us through and show us what
sure.
about?
Welcome to our store. So this is our new setup for TVS. As you can see, we have a representation of every one of the models that we're bringing in, the new models for 2025-26. And there's some awesome models in the lineup. And we've also managed to negotiate that we're able to offer these as an affordable mobility option to the general public. So the pricing is unbelievable.
At a good market price.
Absolutely. Even better than good.
Great.
So we have something for everyone. We have something in the personal mobility thing for like youngsters, travel to school, entry level, like the Raider and the N-Talk, and then right up to the Apache 200. And then we have the commercial division, which consists of our basically indestructible design motorcycles that are there to pack the punch of the commercial requirements. So we have a 150 one-seater, which is ideal to put a box on the back for delivery purposes, as well as two models in the HLX version, which are for two-seater commuter purposes. So if that isn't enough for you, then we go up to our racing platform here with the 310RR, and this is the very latest model with a couple of extras. Just when you thought the previous model couldn't get any better, they went and did it. So they added a whole lot of nuances in it to it and a couple of extra features, and it is now a great bang for your buck. So this model here, in the previous version, you can see in the background there, didn't have some of the features. So here we got a see-through clutch cover in it. So, this model competes with the latest thing. Everything's got wings these days. Red Bull, motorcycles, airplanes.
This is
so, and a back hugger, and cruise control, which is absent on the previous model. So this is a great starter if you want to enter the superbike type of arena, both for younger riders, entry level, as well as for ladies, because it's very low. So we find a lot of our shorter customers are very comfortable. They don't have to make any alterations to suspensions in it, and they just fit right on the bike and love it from the word go.
Can we move around and just see your
Sure.
what's on the floor?
So obviously, we've always been a Yamaha dealership, and so from that perspective, we have pretty much the entire range of Yamahas in the dirt bike or plastic version, if some of them like to call it. We have adventure bikes, we have sport bikes, we have super bikes, we have scooters, we have farm bikes. That's right, I said it, farm bikes. So, something for everybody. And to top it all, we've also taken on the distributorship for the road golf carts. So everybody, I don't know if you're aware, but the price of golf carts has gone through the roof. And so again, we looked high and low for a quality, affordable option for those people who need a golf cart. And you say, who needs a golf cart? Everybody needs a golf cart, especially if your knees like mine. But this is an affordable option, starting in our fleet from 140,000 Rand. They're all lithium-ion batteries, and they're just a real good quality. We've tested them, we've tried to break them. We haven't been able to do so yet. So
I saw you also have marines that side.
100%. So a large chunk of our business, in fact, marine is one of the big parts of our business, and our core business is selling outboard motors. So right from small 5 horsepower engines right up to the big V8 425 horsepower V8 motors. It's just something for everybody. We also sell the Yamaha jet boats and jet skis. So we have something for everybody. Wide range of accessories, helmets, even steering wheels. You can buy little nuts and bolts for your boat. We understand things fall off. Whether you visit this store, my store in Sandton, you're going to get a great deal, good value, good product, and great service, because in my mind, customer service is everything. And so we look after our customers. It's not only a goal to sell you a bike, but it's to look after you and that bike and keep you safe, enjoying the product, living a life.
We sell a customers loyal.
100%. We sell a lifestyle. We're there to look after you. One of my personal favorites is, maybe it's just because I'm an old guy, but I get all sentimental when we talk about the retro look. Yeah. And this bike definitely inspires a retro emotion in me. It makes me think I was 30 years younger again every time I get on this bike, and this is exhilarating. And again, that's what we offer, that feeling that you can only get from freedom.
I had a great time today here, and he also gave me a burger there outside.
That's good.
No, that guy was making burgers.
So that's Andile. He's a local entrepreneur here in our community, and so we try to support him as often as we can. And he's got a restaurant here in Mamelodi called Mum's Grill.
Oh, okay.
As well as an outlet in Cullinan. So
does he ride as well?
Andile would love to ride, but he's too busy cooking burgers.
Yeah.
So we'll get him there one day. One of our projects in this year is also going to be to promote driver safety, and so we want to increase the safety factor, make sure that they know how to use the safety equipment properly. All of those things help protect the very people that drive our product, and so it's one of our pet projects for this year that we want to promote driver safety.
Okay, thanks a lot for having us.
It's a pleasure, man. And the next time you come around, we're going to talk about some of the service things, because, like I said, it's not only just an upfront sale, but we'll run you through our parts department and all the statistics about that, as well as introduce you to some of our technical staff who are amazing and just as committed to driver safety and that as we are. So we look forward to that next time.
Yeah.
Good.
So also with that, with our Juni event. You posted that on our social medias, on Facebook and Instagram and etc. So if you guys want to see more about that, go look at Mzansi Rydaz on Facebook, on Instagram and on TikTok. You get it on all there. Cool.
Yes,
and go give us a like and follow. Someone like and follow this video as well. We're trying to get this thing to grow and really do more of this kind of stuff for you guys. But yeah, let's have a quick look at all the events that happen, because there's a lot happening this week.
Different backgrounds, different cultures, Randaz's mangas and the kudos, one riding community. Mzansi Rydaz ride together, Raisam Hamba Nati Sonke. From every street, every weather, Abantu Sisonke, one road only. Family friendly, open hearts, every ride is where it starts. From first bike dreams to racing stars, we shine together no matter who you are.
Mzansi Rydaz.
Yeah, bafethu emakhaya siyacela man, nakunento eniyenzayo or any type of event, invite us. As long as it's biking, we are in. Send us pictures, send us photos, and please kindly follow us.
Yeah, and videos
on Facebook and on TikTok. And we're trying to grow what we are doing, and we're also trying to promote whatever that we are doing, because if it's not captured on camera, it doesn't happen.
Exactly, I like that. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Go onto our social medias, do the same there. And we'll see you in episode 4.
Sweet.